Okay, so I'm going to begin painting the darker parts first using Titan's Blue 1. I was going to do the metallic, but I said, yeah, well, I'm going to use Titan's Blue 1 on this because I think I feel this is more comfortable using this color. And let's face it, I mean, this is like my go-to paint for darker tones. I can go black, but it doesn't feel right. I also have to think about the placement of the decals, because I'm going to wait until I put this cut together, and then I'm going to, you know, put the decals on them. A little wet, but it'll dry soon. Now this part is actually that part that goes in the forearm, and there's that little part that goes in the middle that connects to the bicep arm. So I was like saying to myself, you know what? It would probably be a good idea. Whoops. It would probably be a good idea to paint the inside that metallic color that I just did. And then this one would be the darker color tone. So at least it shows through. Let's see here. Bicep, not bicep, you know, the abdomen. There we go. Let's see. I got this one here. This is the had any issues. Just the fact that you have to color separate it, the separation of the parts is a lot there. And even though I built the G-Corks, I was like not feeling it with me. What do you call it? Yeah, I'm gonna paint this black. Me painting that kit, for whatever reason, it just took it out of me when I just saw how many layers of colors that you're going to do on this. It was like very frightening. Now, since we're getting what is it, the red frame, the red Gundam, and let us not forget the G-Fred. If I get those, then definitely, yeah, I will paint it. We'll paint it black. I'm sorry, black. I will paint it the colors that they were. I'm going to paint the inside of this. There we go. I think I'm going to probably do the same thing this one here. And then when it dries, I'll mask it off so I can paint the other side. I'm kind of thinking here, out loud. Maybe it'd be, you know what? No. I'm not that crazy. Let me get this kit done. Where's that other one? I did that. I think that's pretty much it. Just, oh, yeah, then I'll do it for this one. I'm going to paint the inside of this and then mask it off so I can paint the other color. That'd be a good idea. Let's not forget the part that actually fell on the floor, which I really wanted to use. And I was very lazy to pick it up. It'd be nice if I had a... Here we go. I'm painting the inside here because through the shield it's going to show right through. So I might as well cover all aspects of it. Alright. Alright, so let me continue on. I have a few more to go. And then we'll move on to the next color after I finish masking them off. Alright, we're going to get some masking tape ready to go with this. Get it prepared and all that stuff. I did paint the inside of this. And now I am going to cut some pieces. Put that like that there. I thought I had a toothpick nearby. I'll use this for now. Now we could do this way, which is kind of like a lazy way of doing it. And there's the slick way. I'm going to use the back end of this first. There you go. That's one done. What about the other one? This looks like it didn't go well. Yeah. Yeah, one was done fine. The other one was not. But you know what? This is one way of doing it. The other way would be for me to cut smaller pieces and then have a little bit of a more control placement of this, which I'm about to do right now. I've seen like a lot of model builders who build ships. They do that. They cut the pieces to the desired size. Obviously, this is a little bit too big, so I'm going to cut this off a bit more. Yeah, and then we do that here. Come on. And then position it in the place you want to do this. Now I'm going to have to like make like custom cuts to cut into that area here, like what I did with this, but it's kind of difficult to do it with like, you know, that's technically the wrong way. This should be the right way. So that's going to take me some time to work with that. But I want to like do like the bigger ones, and that would be a lot easier. So like something like this here. I'm going to measure the size of this. Here we go. And put that right there. And then bring this around like that. Here we go. And we have that little part here. See, that part that I cut off before for the other piece will be perfect here, but you gotta really get it right down right. Yeah, like I said, there's a guy online that I watch that does naval builds, model builds, and he will paint the ship, right? First the primary color, and then whatever other color that needs to be. But then he paints the deck. If it's a Japanese ship, it's usually like a rusted brown color tone. And then he will spend hours upon hours of masking off the entire deck. It's insane. I'll just watch that there to a point where I'll feel like I fall asleep, but I don't want to fall asleep because it looks amazing what he does. And once he's done, then he begins painting the rest of the color tones on the deck itself, on the remaining part of the ship. Then he'll peel it off. He just finished, I forgot the name of the guy. Actually, there are two ship builders that I watch. And both of them did the battleship. No, not the battleship. I believe the heavy cruiser Token. I know I'm saying it wrong, but it's the ship that was actually seen in Godzilla -1. One guy did the ship normally, painted it amazingly, even used like a variation music of the Godzilla theme, and the other guy actually 3D printed Godzilla and built the ship. And I think it's a 1/700 scale ship. I'm not 100% sure. but it was like I was like enjoying my coffee and said, "Oh God, that's amazing." I didn't know what was more amazing, the ship he built or the 3D printed Godzilla. I could watch that all day. All right. And in case you guys want to know the name of the site of the people who were building these ships, one is called Blue Studio. No, I'm sorry, Studio Blue. Look for Studio Blue. He's the guy who did the diorama of the Godzilla, and it's referred to as the, oh God, Taikao, I think it's pronounced. The other one is Amography it is. I watch those videos religiously when it comes on. I think Amography is going to be building the, I'll get in there, is going to be building the 1/350th scale Gerald Ford aircraft carrier, which is the newest modern aircraft carrier for the United States Navy. Let's stick that in there because I painted that metallic inside. Of course, there are other builders out there that I watch, you know, like Madworks, Craft. Is there anybody you guys like to recommend me watch? Come on, get in there. I was hoping to get this kit done recently fast, considering how it's a high grade, but I guess because of the customization and the detailing, it took a little longer than normal. This happens, you know, when you have a kit that you think it's quick, but it's not. And I know that the series is, the G-Quack series is almost over. I don't want to like spoil a lot of things that I've been talking about the show. I know many people probably have not got a chance to see it yet. I will wait until the series is over and then give my opinion on that. But like the other kits that came out, that are coming out, they're all coming out late in the year. Get in there. Like the oh, what do you call it? The Gaian. That Gaian is amazing kit. The we are gonna get the Zaku 2 red version and the green version. And oh, the Dom. I can't wait until I get the Dom. Alright, I think we got everything. We just need to work on these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this as a point of reference right there. Put that right there. The weather is getting a little bit more favorable. I like the heat. I like the heat to the point where I need the AC on. That's pretty much what I was going to say. And but I'm kind of like, I like that better than the cold. The heat actually helps me out with the painting. Things dry up a little bit more faster. Oh, you didn't want to come out? Jeez. Okay, that's... Alright. I was going to do something here, but let me do that. Maybe it's probably best to do it this way. All right. All right, this is obviously took forever to do, but I got a few more. I'm going to finish up these. I'm going to mask off this area here and here. I'm going to mask off some parts here. This one, I'm going to put a strip right in the middle of this. I'm going to mask off these parts in here. This one is the one that I'm kind of trying to figure out what to do. Do I mask off the holes? I think the holes will probably be the ones I want to mask off. But that's a lot of holes. So it's probably a good idea to paint the whole thing and then paint the holes individually, but then that will be another issue. I do want to probably mask off so I can have these metallic parts showing this here and here. Maybe this whole mechanism around here. Same thing on the other side. And just this part and this part metallic. And then the rest covered up. I'm not 100% sure. This one I'm going to figure out here because there's a lot of detail on the inside while the outside can be a different color tone, as well as the antenna. And then finally the actual ammo drum and get that work done. Let me continue masking, so in the next video I will then start painting.